If I can sum up my 2 years at LBC, I would say it was impactful. I knew that God would heal, and I knew that I would hear, and I would hear like, oh, he healed cancer, but I just thought it was something for someone else. Ever since I was little, I struggled a lot with my menstrual cycles. I was little, I was like 11, and I went to the hospital, and they told me that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, and what it means is that my ovaries create an overabundant amount of cysts, and so when they rupture, it's really painful. And then they told me that I would never be able to have children, and so when I got engaged to Eric, I told him right away, I told him that, if he was looking to have kids, that I wasn't the one. When we came to LBC, it was our first healing meeting, and we were sitting there and I was worshiping, and I heard this super deep, loud voice in this ear, and it said, "You're never gonna bear any children." I started sobbing, and my husband was praying or something, and I turned and I told him, "God just told me I wasn't gonna have any kids." And he looked at me, he's like, "That's not God." And he grabbed my hand, and I was still processing. I was still growing in my faith and learning my identity, and I was like, wait, how could that not be God? I'm like, wait, that's so confusing. He just turned and looked at me. We were in line, we were about to go up, and he's like, just pray, because that's the enemy, that's not the Lord. And we walked up, and mind you, I've never met any of the pastors. It was our first Wednesday night, and Pastor Mark was standing in front of me, and I didn't say anything to him. I was just crying, and he just started praying in tongues, and then he started laughing. And I was like, why is this guy laughing at my pain? I didn't understand what it was to laugh in the spirit, and to be filled. And he was like, you are gonna bore children, and Satan, you get off of her. And a month exactly from then, I ended up pregnant. I did my whole first year pregnant with my daughter. LBC is the best thing that's ever happened to me, I think, aside from my marriage and my kid. But in my spiritual life, LBC has been amazing.